Hello and welcome back to Planescape Torment, Enhanced Edition with me, Bardon, the Nameless One, Mort, Dakon, and Meram here. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye to Meram and we need to make our way back to Old Mebeth in Ragpicker Square. He does owe you from last time, you're right, lady. Okay, let's deal with these thugs. Oh, sorry about that. Clicked out of the window for a second. Okay, let's get you done, buddy. Rusty dagger. Rusty dagger, okay. Just keep on keeping on. Always keeping an eye out for interesting people along the way.
I'm gone.
Okay, let's get ourselves in there then. Okay, and let's chat to old Mebeth again. Mebeth is tugging at the mass of greenish lime starched rags you brought from Giscor. She seems to be purposely fraying the edges, as if to peel them apart somehow. When she hears you approach, she turns. "Aye, child, here's the ink you wanted." Mebeth takes the tankard of ink from you, then sniffs it. "Prime ink, fresh it is, aye." She nods at you. "You done well, child. And I've asked all I've asked. Now, I ask you again. After all you've seen, do you still want to learn the art? Yes, after all the guiding goal of your errands was to test my persistence, was it not?" Mebeth smiles and nods. "Yes, mayhap, child, mayhap. And that's not all. You knew who I had to see to accomplish each errand, didn't you?" Mebeth nods again, slower this time. "Mayhap, child, mayhap. Even so, what did your senses tell you about them?" "Mornings for trees showed me that my beliefs affect the world around me. Giscor taught me that the ritual is a wasted effort if the purpose of the ritual is ignored. Meram taught me that no matter how much I think I know, there is still much I can learn from another's eye." Mebeth is silent for a moment. Then she walks slowly over to you and touches you on the cheek. "Oh, child," she sighs, "ye be a master sorcerer one day, ye will. Ye have the knowing of it, yet ye've come to old Mebeth for help, ye have. What could a midwife teach such a one? Much, Mebeth. I want to learn all you have to teach." "So ye'll walk the path then?" Mebeth pauses. "Well, first things firstly. Just having the knack for the art isn't enough. You need some means of giving it focus, using spells. The spells are usually in a book, so the art demands you have a spell book, or it's like afore you can cast spells. Can you read?" "Yes." "Then let's test it. Can you read this?" Mebeth draws forth a small tattered card. It looks like a recipe. Examine the recipe. The writing on the recipe swims before your eyes, each symbol twisting, out of focus, whenever you try to read it. Almost instinctively, you relax your eyes, allowing them to take in the page all at once, and the symbols suddenly bleed together. The recipe lists measurements, ingredients. It appears to be some mirror, or some minor divination. This is a minor divination, isn't it? It looks like it's a spell that allows the user to see the nature of an item, to see whether it's enchanted or not. Mebeth's eyes widen. "Who are you to test old Mebeth so? Are you some fiend?" What's wrong?
Updated my journal.
Well, not expecting it, was I? She nods at the recipe, then plucks it out of your hand. What do you see? It's written in the language of the art. If you're not a mageling yet, it should be all a swirly jumble and mishmash. She snaps her fingers. Yet, clear as crystal, you pluck the sense of it right up. Mayhap you tell old Mebbit why that is. I think I may have known once, but forgot. Seeing the symbol just jarred my memory. Or else a natural gift you may have. No matter. You've just shaved seasons off of your learning you have. Mebbit harumps. And I'd been looking for someone to handle the chores around here I had. Maybe it's just as well then. If you need help with anything around here, you can still ask. It's the least I can do in exchange for you teaching me. No, don't worry yourself about that. She frowns. Well, you can read spells well enough, but spells are no good to you without a book to put them in. Do you have one? Mebbit glances around the hut, and then she catches sight of the black barb picture frame you made. She picks it up carefully and studies it. This'll do. That thing is just a frame. Ah, but so are ye, child. Still holding the frame, she picks up one of the starch rags you got from Gizcord. With a yank, she pulls off the greenish starch surface film. It flutters in the air like a wispy blot of cloth. Whatever Gizcord uses in the wash, it works better than curing. Stretching and stoning does on a natural rag. Can't afford parchment, I can't. Parchment? She takes the starchy film and pulls it over the black barb frame, latching the rag's edges onto the hooks around the frame until it looks like a small greenish black painter's canvas. It's missing something. Well, it needs something painted on it. She nods, aye, or written on it. She takes the tankard of ink you've given her and sets it down next to her. She dips one of her fingernails into the tankard, then draws it out. Mumbling to herself, she begins to scratch symbols onto the frame, one by one. Still mumbling to herself. Let's wait. All's done. Mebbit stands, drying her ink-stained fingers on her robe. She tilts her head, regarding the strange framed page in front of her. A page for your spell book it is. She indicates you should pick it up. Inside your spell book are your recipes, your spells, if you will. As long as they sit in the book, though, they're just words. She taps her head. The art demands you pluck the magic out of the book and put them in your attic, your head, afore you can tap that power. Go on. You put them in your attic by studying them, memorizing them. You usually need to rest first before you can do this, though. Any questions? No, Mebbit. Oh, no questions, eh? Well, now ye should have questions. You know all about how to memorize spells, do you? You're a sharp one. You sure don't need any more of Mebbit's words all a gobbing up your precious time. You're a master sorceress already. Forgive me, Mebbit. I meant no questions on what you'd said. Please explain how to memorize spells. Alright then. Here's the dark of how you memorize the spells. Pick the spells you want to stick in your head from your spellbook afore you goes to sleep. When you wake in the morn, they be buzzing in your head like flies, ready to be let out. How many spells can I cast? You can cast only one, mayhap 2 spells before needing to rest again. As a tiny flitting mageling, there isn't much room in your attic, so use your spells wisely until you get wiser in the art. As your power increases, you'll get more room in your attic for spells. Alright, go on. You can only cast spells you've memorized. So if you want to use the art to say mend something twice, you need to memorize the spell. How many times? So it's mend, so let's say once. Twice. To cast a spell twice, you need to memorize the spell twice. Ah, got it. How can I get more spells? Mebit shrugs. Keep your eyes and ears out for learning. Even common folks might have some minor magics to teach. There's also scrolls, recipes, books, and even some stranger items that have spells inscribed on them. If you find one, just examine it close and copy it into your book if you want it. Got it. I can also show you more spells if you return, especially when you have a little more of the planes in you. I'd appreciate that, thanks. Before you go, child, you need some magics for you to whet your appetite. Mebit rummages in her robe, then pulls forth 3 small recipes, which she passes to you. You should copy these into your book, so they can go into your attic as soon as possible. Thanks, Mebit.
Updated my journal.
Wait, there's more. Mebit fishes a tiny bundle of black cloth from her apron and unrolls it, producing a pair of amber earrings. These will protect you on your travels, child. I no longer wear them myself, so go ahead and take them. Thanks again. All right, child, don't tarry here any longer. One such as ye has other ways to spend one's time rather than hang around old Mebit. Now come on, Mebit, you're not old. Pa, you flatterer. Your tongue is so lined with silver, it'd shame a betsu. Get you hints. Thanks for everything, Mebit. Pa, you can thank me by not playing the addled cove with what you've learned. The art's damned many a fool who sought to bend it in ways the art weren't meant to bend. Now get along with ye. Farewell. Nice, so we leveled up, good. Okay, so before we do anything there, let's go to our statistics screen. Let's level you up. Okay, so spell memorization abilities have increased. 2 hit points gained, nice. Okay, then these guys haven't leveled yet. Oh, where are we here? Okay, so Mort's not that far away from leveling, and neither is Dakon. That's good. Okay, let's close those. Let's then get ourselves outside. Thanks for all the information, Mebit. It is really appreciated.
Done.
Okay, so now my mage spellbook. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the place where we can rest for free. I think we can do it in Mebit's as well, but there's a reason why I want to go back to that area. So we're going to head over there. Because we got something that we got like a quest that we got earlier, in a much earlier episode actually, in the Dustman's Bar, that we haven't done yet. That off camera I noticed that I should really take care of, but let's get over into this building now, and while they're walking I can have some more water. Okay, so let's first of all look at our inventory. Okay, I think we can probably get rid of some of this stuff. Probably should have done it a long time ago. So what's this? Mortuary. Okay. Mortuary task list. Okay. Okay, so we've got recipe, chromatic orb. This tattered card has the recipe for the ingredients and the incarnation necessary for the minor evocation chromatic orb. Let's copy the spell. Okay. Okay, now let's go to our spell book. Long are the debates about the spectrum of colour in the multiverse. This blue is better than yellow. Pike it, Burke. Of course white is the true colour. And while in the end many generally agree that a colour's greatness is in the eye of the beholder, this spell establishes the fact that some colours are deadlier than others. This summons a large magical orb of colour, which can then be hurled at a target using the caster's normal attack roll +3. The colour of the orb changes depending on the caster's level. Level 1 white, damage 1 to 4. Level 2 red, damage 1 to 6. Level 3 orange, damage 1 to 8. Level 4 yellow, damage 1 to 10. Level 5 green, damage 1 to 12. Level 6 turquoise, damage 2 to 8 points. Level 7 blue, damage 2 to 16 points. Level 10 violet, damage paralysis. Special power petrification. And then there's more stuff up there as well. Level 12 black, 4 to 40 points. Special power paralysis for 10 to 40 seconds. Okay, so I think that's going to be fun and interesting. So we have it learned now. Okay, and then known mage spells and memorized mage spells. Good. So then we'd have to rest for that to take effect. So let's rest the party. Okay, and then let's get ourselves out. So did she just give us the one spell? I guess she did. So I wonder if we went back to her, if we could get more spells. But let's not do that yet. So let's check our map here, because there's something I wanted to check here. Yeah, the Mausoleum, that's where we want to go next. So let's head on in here. Yeah, I think because it opens up a portal, we're kind of putting off going in there. But I think now we might be ready. We'll find out whether we are or not pretty soon, I'd say. Okay, let's get ourselves in. So who we got here? This spectral figure materializes from the gloom of the passageway ahead and quickly moves to block your path. It floats before you. Its one human features twisted in a mask of rage. Defilers, leave this place at once! Greetings. Leave now! Its booming voice echoes down the halls. This place is forbidden to the living. Leave while you still can. I go where I please. Stand aside, spirit. Impudence. The sheer volume of the spirit's roar forces you to cover your ears. You have been warned. I cannot permit this sacred resting place to be disturbed any further. Any further? Has someone else been here? If you must know, yes, there is another intruder who, even now, continues to violate the sanctity of these hallowed halls. The anger in the spirit's voice fades. He seems somewhat saddened by the admission. The souls of my brothers and sisters cry out for peace. Who is this other intruder? He is an evil coward who wields great power over the dead. He seeks something within these halls. What it might be or what his purpose in seeking it, I cannot say. Why don't you drive this intruder away? I cannot. The coward has sealed himself within the inner chamber of the mausoleum. He has erected powerful wards that bar my entrance into the chamber. It is from there that he calls upon his dark arts to awaken my brethren and bends them to his evil will. Perhaps I may be of assistance to you. The spirit remains silent for several long moments. You can almost feel the weight of his lifeless gaze upon you. Yes, you might prevail where I have failed. If you pledge to rid me of this blackguard, I shall grant you passage. What say you? I'll do it.
Updated
So
my
be
journal.
it. The spirit slowly begins to fade until only the echoing of its disembodied voice remains. But take heed, tread lightly in these halls, lest you join the others in eternal rest. Okay,
I'm gone.
so I guess we should be careful in here, is basically what he's saying. Can we go? Yes, we can go this way. Okay, so we've got some skeleton workers who want to come and say hi. Okay, so let's see how tough these guys are. Okay, there's one dead.
Damn.
Did you see that?
Okay, and another. Doesn't look like they're lethal though. Oh, this guy's gone crazy, look. Wow. Okay, and then we shall deal with you as well. Hopefully he doesn't mind us killing all the skeletons. Let's continue up this way. It really is nice though that that this game, you know, got. Oh, that's not nice. That this game got a re-release. Because there's so many fantastic games that have been created, like, and you know, a lot of people don't want to play them just because the graphics look old, you know, or the interface isn't as oh, giant skeleton. Let's deal with you. Yeah, so like things like, you know, the interface not
Die. What?
being as good as modern interfaces, or as kind of
Okay.
as intuitive, say, to a modern gamer. So it's nice when things like this happen, and you know, a wider audience can play a game like this. And let's just continue on over this way. Okay, so, and then we're gonna go back this way because I just want to keep uncovering the map as much as I can. So we can't actually go. Let's just get right to the end though. I'll make sure there's nowhere that we. Yeah, see, we can go over here. Okay, and then let's go over here. Hello there, skeleton worker guys. Would you mind holding still while we beat you up?
Rock sings true. Damn.
Okay, what's this? Ah, bandages. Thank you for that. Okay, so where does this go? So I guess we've gone down to a lower level. Those skeletons looks like they're Looked like they were fighting each other for a second.
Did you see that? What's up, Chief?
And I really should remember that I do have bandages to help us as well when we get into trouble in fights.
Damn it.
Come on guys, help out Mort. What's going on? Oh, for some reason I've only got Mort selected now.
I will hear you.
Okay, let's continue on down this way. We got shot by something again there. Okay, and then on this way. So I've no idea exactly where we're supposed to be going in here. I'm just kind of randomly making my way around the map. Oh, great, giant skeleton. Why not? Yeah, I think we're going to win this fight. Sorry, Mr. Skeleton.
Die.
There we go. And then that sends us somewhere else. Okay, so where are we in here? You see a mid-sized man in long robes of deep black. I think this is the guy that they were talking about. His hair is neatly coiffed, and impeccably trimmed goatee complements his handsome features. Noticing your arrival, he puts down the book he was writing in and strides confidently over to you, smiling. Impressive, I must admit. I never thought you would make it this far. I'm glad to have disappointed you. Are you the one responsible for all the Walking Dead? Who I am is of no consequence to you. What I want is the question that should concern you most. As he speaks, he looks up and looks you up and down, as if somehow fascinated by you. Very well, what do you want? He takes a step back and cocks an eyebrow. I want your blood. Is that some kind of threat? The man starts to answer, but stops himself abruptly. An evil smile spreads across his face, and he begins to laugh. Yes, I suppose it is. He continues to laugh even harder at his own private joke. You notice that his hands have begun to move at his sides. Slowly they flit back and forth, tracing intricate patterns in the air. Let's end the dialogue. Okay, oh. Looks like we're into our first major fight here. Okay, let's sort these guys out. It looks like Dakon has been affected by something. He's up there going crazy. Okay guys, let's go to inventory. Let's use and use. Yeah, let's just keep using the bandages on him. Okay, good. I think Mort should be okay for this fight. Okay, now we need to make sure we're staying alive here. So we use our bandages. Good, we're getting rid of a whole bunch of these guys. I think that one can come back. There we go. Ah! Sorted you out, buddy. So scroll of ice knife and a bracelet. We'll take both of those. Thank you. Now, let's go to our inventory. So this one. Yeah, okay, so who got the stuff? Dakon did. Okay, let's give you the bracelet. And then let's bracelet. And okay, there. Let's give that to you. Then you can pop that one on. Scroll of Ice Knife. Let's give that to you. Okay, let's copy the spell. Good. So that was pretty nice for us.
I'm gone.
So I think at this stage though we're going to end the episode there because it's a good time. But yeah, happy enough with the way that fight went. But from the Nameless One, Mort and Dakon, who are feeling super awesome right now, it's farewell, and we really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye.